Alright guys, welcome to a brand new video today. I am going to be talking about the brand new weapon they added in Fortnite. It is basically a black skinned Scar. That sounded really bad. Okay, so 2 days ago, Epic introduced a new AR in a Fortnite called the Silenced AR. Essentially, it's just the same exact thing as a Scar, except for it shoots a little bit slower, it's a little bit more accurate, and there's this nice little black camouflage on the weapon with a silencer at the end of it. And because the drum gun just got removed for being completely broken, I had a lot of people in my Twitch chat, because I was using it quite a bit yesterday, ask me what I think about the weapon and whether or not it's broken. And for some reason, I also had some people that said that the weapon was trash. So I kind of just wanted to give my opinions on the weapon, what it's good for, what it's not so great for, and whether it belongs in Fortnite in my opinion. Keyword, my opinion. So starting off with what makes this weapon so strong in my opinion, it's the fact that it is silenced, along with the fact that it is incredibly accurate. You don't really have to wait for that, perfect first shot accuracy, 100% first shot accuracy to start shooting at someone from medium to long range. As long as you plant your feet for a quick second and start shooting, most of the time it's like 80 to 90% of your shots end up connecting. And what this is useful for, obviously, being a really accurate weapon and being silenced. That's the main thing people were confused on, is like, if it's why does an AR need to be silenced? What's the benefit of that? If you think about it, the further away you're being shot from, the more possible areas the enemy could be, right? So when someone is shooting from 10 meters away, you can spin in a circle and you can almost immediately find where that person is and then put up a wall to block their shots. But even with a weapon that isn't silenced from like 100 meters away, 150 meters away, it takes you a quick second to kind of figure out where the person is shooting from, and generally because of that, the person can get more shots in before you put up a wall to block their shots. So usually, with a normal Scar from like 150 meters, you can sneak in like 2 shots before they put up a wall that blocks the rest of your shots. But with this thing, it seems like you can get like a solid 3 to 4 shots off before they have any clue where you're shooting them from. Because when you're using a silenced weapon at like 100 meters or more, it's not like they're hearing the silenced shot. They're hearing no shot at all. They're just taking damage. And when when there's no gunfire and they're being shot from a decently long range, it usually is going to take them a while to figure out where you're shooting them from. So it's really good for peppering people and getting damage on them before you engage, from like medium to long range. The obvious weakness would be the fact that it shoots slower than other ARs, and I'm not quite sure if this is like an official thing because I did not see it mentioned anywhere, but it seems like the bloom is worse on this gun as well. So if you're pacing your shots and you're firing single shots, it's incredibly accurate, but as soon as you start like spraying people down, it seems like it misses a lot of shots. So like if you're running a Scar and a shotgun and a sniper, right, you're not running a P90 or an SMG of some sort. If you shotgun someone once and then you want to use your silent Scar to spray them down and do the rest of the damage on them, that's the thing that it struggles with. At close range, holding down the trigger is not its strong suit, and that's kind of the balancing mechanic I think they put in place for this weapon. Is it's incredibly good at tap firing at medium to long range, but when it comes down to like spraying down full auto at close range, it's not very good at all for that. Another downside of this weapon is it doesn't have that same ridiculous base damage that the rest of the Scars have. So in no single situation will you ever be able to 3-tap someone to the body with this thing. I'm pretty sure the max, I think the gold one does 33 to the body, and the other one does 32. So it is impossible to 3-tap. It doesn't seem like it's that big of an issue though, because I feel like with the other Scar, I rarely ever get 3-taps anyways. The only time I ever really get them is off spawn if I get a Scar and someone is like right in front of me and they have no shield. But with how normal or how common shields are nowadays, and the fact that ARs have drop-off damage, that 3-tap that you're missing out on really isn't too much of a big deal. In my personal opinion, I'd rather have the accuracy rather than the damage that the Scar gives. Although I can definitely see how it might be annoying getting peppered by this thing at like long range and not hearing any gunfire and having no clue you're being shot from. But at the same time, if that's happening and you start taking damage and you hear no bullets whatsoever, you can kind of assume it's going to be a silenced AR, and the best thing to do in that situation is just to instantly throw up a 1x1. And in that case, maybe they 1-2 shots on you, but they're definitely not going to kill you unless you're low health. And in this game, if you're incredibly low health, in this meta at least, chances are you're dead anyways. So it doesn't matter too much. I don't think it's broken. it's not a situation like the drum gun where it's going to take you from full to zero instantly. It's going to be something that might be a pest, you know, it might pester you a little bit getting sprayed from long range. But I definitely don't think the gun is broken. I think that it's a really good option for people that have really good aim and they want to, you know, be rewarded for their accuracy. I really like running it. I'll probably be running it more. And in general, I think it's a good addition to Fortnite. It's definitely not broken. It's strong, but in no way, shape, or form, in my opinion at least, is it broken. That's pretty much it for the video. I mainly made this video for people, you know, kind of as a opposing argument for people that are going to say that this weapon is broken, as well as kind of giving an introduction to the weapon for people that haven't really found the time to play yet. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I literally just went to my stream from yesterday and just looked at games where I had this weapon, and I just showed gameplay of it. So I'm sorry if the gameplay is the best, if it's like low kill or whatever. I do stream on Twitch pretty much every single day. So if you want to stop by and watch me, my Twitch is twitch.tv/SirDimetrious. A link to it will be in the description. Also, if you are subscribed and you want to make sure that my videos show up in your sub box, go ahead next to the subscription button and hit the bell to enable post notifications. I appreciate all of you guys watching. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be a Destiny video. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you there, pal. Bye. In one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright,